I want to hear some energy. Hi. Hi. Okay. First of all, I don't know about you guys. I never seen note this size in my life before. So I guess we're really trying to get our name JuCoin out there. So, so today I'm going to talk about how JuCoin design peak moments in crypto. Well, this industry have been focusing on technology for decades. It's time for us to focus on experience. Today, I'm going to reveal why cryptocurrency's biggest barrier actually isn't technology, but experience design. At JuCoin, tackling this experience friction is our obsession. And drawing from my 2 decades of work with a digital brand and also global communications, I will show you why we're applying principles transformed those industries of cryptocurrency. So I'll walk you through 3 specific ways that we are building an ecosystem that feels different from anything else in crypto. What you'll hear is about a blueprint creating the Apple of the crypto. And also, if you care about mass adoption, if you are here caring about next billion users, this presentation is definitely for you. Okay, so last month, I want to say that ex-client asked me this question. The question being that it's really struck me as profound because this is the same transaction that involves the same amount of money and also is involved purchasing same value. And also yet emotional experience is so different. And one is creating anxiety and the other one creating anticipation. And this is a fundamental design failure that we have built, overlooked when we are building the crypto experience. Is costing us millions in adoption. And in 2002, the Dr. Daniel Kahneman discovered this peak end rule. What this rule is telling us is basically our human brain doesn't really memorize the entirety of the experience. However, we only memorize the peak moments and the end moment, meaning that how the most intense emotional moments you are experiencing the event and also how the event ended. So this really let me thinking, basically because a 5-second peak moment can overrun a 30 minutes long experience of a whole story. So what this tells us, luxury brand really carefully design those moments. And however, in crypto, we focus on really improving the averages while neglecting those defining moments that actually shaping our user experience and our user loyalty. And my unusual path, now you can see to crypto, really give a few perspectives that few in this industry share. In luxury consumer goods, that I learned that lasting brands creating feelings rather than selling features. And working with well-known fashion houses showed me how small details can build or destroy trust. And my telecommunication experience revealed how digital platforms can invite or alienate our users. And these lessons are what the crypto industry have overlooked. And while focusing on technology, the contrast between those worlds are really obvious. So let me show you a 10,000 transaction, how it looks like in 2 different worlds. And you can see that in luxury retail, each step is choreographed to build anticipation. And also we are trying to let our user to feel confident. However, when we have the same transaction, we have anxiety creeps up. We are the only industries that makes spending such amount of money feeling, anxious and terrifying. And this costing us millions in adoption. And I'm going to go over some more examples. So this example, you can think about the boutique at Patek Philippe. They will never come to ask you, or having a sign on the boutique saying we are legitimate. Because the trust isn't what you say, it's about what our users feel. My work with clearing taught me trust is building through consistent experience, not promises. Another example. At Jo Malone, they don't tell you the differences between the first note and the end note. Instead, they pose and ask you, they give you a spliced ribbon, ask the customer saying, tell me when it speaks to you. So this is something let us to know that in crypto, we've reversed this completely. We're forcing the technical understanding before our user actually feel the value of itself. a quick poll here. So how many here of you have already, dropped off or giving up at some point of your first ever first step interaction? Anyone? Anyone? I see some hands over. Okay, so this is exactly, it's not about some scary stats here. It's about that this percentage represents thousands of people who want to participate, but however, they are kind of like hesitating, or the experience destroyed their desire, and millions of bitcoins staying forever inaccessible because we've designed system demand technical understanding before accommodating our basic human behavior. And at JuCoin, we've applied those principles I learned addressing these failure points. We shouldn't force our users to become a technical expert before they want to experience the blockchain technology. And luxury playbook for crypto, what does that even mean? That means that there are fundamental principles of human psychology applied to our design at JuCoin. Meaning that just like De Beers, they transform the diamonds from complex geological rocks into this very simple and creating this emotional tokens by the 4C framework, a very simple framework that let you understand what's the value. And these principles working just as effectively as in digital experience as in the physical ones. And this is the foundation how we have built our exchange at JuCoin. And when you apply these three principles in crypto, like we do at JuCoin, you reimagine what an exchange can be. It's just like how luxury brand been evolving from the product sellers into luxury lifestyle curators. And we are wanting to transform from a transaction processor to a company focused on delivering memorable moments and also creating value in our community. And we aim for emotional engagements through consistent experience without friction and the peak moments that will keep our users, even if they are long after done their transaction on our exchange. Okay, so what we're creating is an ecosystem, a unified experience which each element enhances each other and not working alone. And our ecosystem was designed from the ground up to work together and seamlessly eliminating the boundaries that typically create friction. And each component here you can see on the map is really to help us to apply the luxury principles I've experienced and described, removing friction, maintaining consistency, and creating memorable peaks. Okay, now I'm going to tell you how we are doing this in real practice. So first, let's look at the first principle, eliminating friction. At JuCoin, we believe our user experience should be simple and seamless and intuitive. Instead of forcing our users through complex journeys and, involving multiple wallets, bridges, and also the decentralized exchanges, we created a direct pathway. And after setting up one JuCoin app, you can just like using your account, using an access on-chain access and interact with our Web3 projects through our integrated mini programs all in one platform, not two, just one. And the friction is less and the significantly shortens this pathway and the journey from onboarding to participation and removing multiple barriers that typically discourage new entrants. Let me show you how we are, eliminating friction in real life. And so this is the video I'm about to play. Please look at this video. And this is just like one click and two click. And now we are entering a mini program and just a few clips. I know that it seems unimpressive, right? But that's exactly the point. You shouldn't be going around and turns. It should be simple and seamless. And let me show you, this is exactly how we are telling you and showing you that in our design, users can access on-chain assets using their exchange balance and mini programs to interact with our project directly. Each unnecessary steps we've eliminated represents a potential drop-off point where user might abandon the whole process entirely. And we apply the same frictionless philosophy to JuGame. So traditional GameFi often creates multiple hurdles, setting up wallets and also connecting to game platforms, approving transactions, and manually claiming rewards. And those are really kind of a lot of hassle for our users. With JuGame, users simply just play. Their JuCoin account serves as their gaming identity and their point of interaction with the in-game experience. And gameplay engagement is recognized automatically without interrupting the game experience. And so by removing the technical barriers, we allow players to focus entirely on their enjoyment with seamless and engaging with blockchain experience themselves. And the next principle is consistency build confidence. Consistency across all touch points builds invisible confidence in our user journey. At JuCoin, we apply this principle, religiously, and our certified architecture enable users to access and interact with on-chain assets directly through their exchange account, providing a familiar and also smooth experience. And launching in mid-May, our unified system eliminates the need for users to manually have to bridge between centralized and decentralized environments. Unlike the other platforms, they separate their centralized and DeFi offerings. JuCoin's solidified approach provides a consistent and integrated experience across all on-chain products and anything available through DEX screener. It can be accessed seamlessly on our platform. And so I'm moving on to the next and last principle, which is an open door for all. Our third principle is really creating an ecosystem that truly opens doors for everyone. For projects, we have provided a lightweight operational base where they can launch and scale with minimal overhead. And our blockchain infrastructure eliminates technical barriers that typically, slow innovation. And JuOne, I have to talk about our JuOne, our Web3 smartphone, represents a unique approach to make our crypto accessible for everyday users. And we make the most exchange, we were thinking most exchange stop at the software. However, we recognize hardware plays a crucial role in adoption. By creating a device that everybody already use every day, we are really removing multiple layers of technical barriers at once. This integrated approach allows projects to focus on their core proposition values while we handle the infrastructure and creating a system both users and innovators can thrive. The combination of our three principles, JuCoin designed for emotional peaks, and we are not really for average moments. This is really at the core of everything I do and we do at JuCoin. When we eliminate unnecessary complexity, user experience the aha moment of accessing blockchain benefits without needing the technical understanding. When we create the consistency across all touch points, platforms like JuGame really feel so natural. User can actually enjoy this gameplay without feeling distracted by complex blockchain technology and operations. When we make our ecosystem accessible to everybody, we allow for seamless and interactions between community engagement and also blockchain applications. Those peak moments, effortless, intuitive, and also memorable, define how users will remember the experience with digital assets. By creating those moments, we are really transforming the blockchain into something people actually enjoy. I often say this to our team that, love stories is great, but at JuCoin, we are not building for casual connections. We are looking for a life story. And we are building these life stories, creating moments that really last. And we are looking for long partnerships and for users grow with us and become part of our journey. It's not about the products. It's not about our platform. It's about our users. And everything they do interact with JuCoin, we want them to feel those emotions, which is engaged and empowered and emotional. Okay, look, I'm going to end with this quote. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget what you made you feel. I know this is used quite popular, but it really resonates with me deeply because this is exactly why we do what we do at JuCoin. Okay, so that's it for my today's talk. And I believe this is my Twitter. And if you want to hear more from me, please add me on X and connecting with me there. And also, I would like to invite all of you to our booth 74 and 75. We have amazing peak moments designed for you to experience. Also, last one, we have a amazing after party tonight at the gas space. I know there's many amazing unexpected gift and surprises and the grand prizes. I heard it's super popular. I hope I can get in. If I do, I will see you all there. Thank you for your time.